From Vermont. Is America mentioned in prophecy? Well, let's ask ourselves a question. What is the nation that is the superpower of all superpowers? And I'm not saying that to offend any of you nations that we go into teaching God's word. But I'm a teacher of facts. I'm a realist, and this is real. This nation is the most powerful nation that has ever been. It didn't get that way without God's help. What happened to Russia? It was a superpower, but what did they do? The government, not necessarily the people, but the government drove God out. Didn't believe in God, didn't want God's blessings, and guess what? They didn't get them. So where are they? Busted, flat busted, okay? But that, I mean, they can hardly live from one day to the next without a little bit of help coming along every once in a while, you see? But if you put your hand in your pocket and pull out a coin, it says, "In God we trust." And that's what is ever so important. Thank God we're finally about to get another Christian, a real Christian, on the Supreme Court. And you are seeing some of these people that are trying to drive God out of our vocabulary in both political and otherwise, a bunch of fruitcakes, okay? Call themselves professors and what have you, and purely lie. I mean, make up falsehoods to damage a man's character. Okay, when it's been proven, not by word, but by fact, it's not true, and they'll still sit there and mouth it when they know it's a lie. That shows you what kind of fruitcakes we've got in power, and maybe, just maybe, God is about to give us that break. We need more Christians in office. Don't ever, as a Christian, refuse to run for office. It's kind of a thankless job sometimes, but somebody's got to do it. And anyway, America is mentioned in prophecy, or God would have missed a big chunk. You will find America mentioned in Isaiah chapter 18, that great, wonderful land that has ambassadors that go all over the world and is divided by rivers, the great Mississippi, the Colorado, and the Arkansas, the Missouri. And so it is. And we have a constitution that is taken from this Bible. And, well, some will say, well, it's taken from common law. Well, where do you think it came from? God's Word. And so it is. So what a nation we live in, and thanks for that question. This is a wonderful, wonderful nation, and in God we do trust. Christians are 85% of this population. We do not run over minorities, and everyone. I mean, when we say freedom of religion, we mean exactly that. Everybody has the right. If you want to worship Buddha, if you want to, if you're a Hindu, if you whatever you want to worship, that's your choice, okay? But don't ever try to interfere with Christians' right to worship, or you become our enemy. And when we're 84% of the population, and up to 92, as a matter of fact, that wouldn't put you in a real popularity, because we will call attention to you if you are our enemy. We don't like that. But you're free to do whatever you choose, but don't try to manage us. Because in God we do trust, and God's not happy if you hanky with His teachings, His belief, and His blessings on this great nation. Bottom